I have been wanting to do some videos about being medicated, about depression, about ADHD. And today I really want to go somewhere, but I haven't. So I was like, you know what? It's a good time to do the videos, especially since I haven't eaten lunch. It's 4:45, and I don't want to mess up my lipstick. The lighting is kind of sucky, but I want to get this message across, right? So, May 29th, I started taking bupropion, Wellbutrin. It's a antidepressant medication. What I originally sought the doctor for was some medicine for ADHD and a diagnosis, which you have to have the diagnosis first. I'm not just going to give it to you because people that are neurotypical, people who don't have differently organized brains like we do, can use it kind of as a stimulant, to keep themselves up and work long hours or study or whatever it is. So, I gotta sneeze. So, did you hear my stomach? Oh my God, it's growling loud, telling on me. So look, I was getting to a place where I was feeling sad every day. I was feeling mad every day. Everything and everybody was hurting my feelings. I felt like my situation was hopeless. And I felt like I was about to start spiraling. I've spiraled before and the place I ended up at was whatever place you're at before you try to commit suicide. That's where I was. So I guess that's where you just start thinking about it and you see yourself doing it and you tell yourself, the world will be better off. My family, my child will be better off without me. You just have all these thoughts. And anyway, I didn't want to go back there, right? Because I don't know if it's going to be the same, or I don't know if it would be worse. And what the hell is worse look like? I couldn't take that chance. So I had called to make an appointment for therapy, I thought. And when I called to make that appointment, the lady offered me antidepressant medicine. And I was like, no, thank you. You can keep your pills. I just want this diagnosis so I can tell my loved ones what's going on with me. Shit. I called her back. I think it was about 4 days later. And I was like, you know what? Let's try it. And when I took the first one, that first day, I just felt better. I didn't feel like electric or jittery. I didn't feel happy and energetic. I just felt okay. I felt like I could do my day. I could have my day not in the bed. I felt like my life was something that was salvageable. I felt like everything wasn't such a big deal like before. I just had dread for everything. Dread for getting up. Dread before I figured out what I needed to do with my day. Dread before I had to make my son some food. Dread before I figured out what I was going to put on my body. And then all the things that I was leaving undone was pulling on me as well. Put on top of that, some things that I've discovered that I didn't know, like childhood PTSD. And I was just living a very dreadful life. And what that looked like was I had no energy ever. Even when I had energy, you know, it wasn't where it should have been. And I would caffeinate myself, but I've had an on and off relationship with caffeine and coffee because I'm a health freak, and I look up what those things do to you, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, back to when I first started it. That first day, I felt better. At night, I remember I had like a pain in my arm, and it went away. And then I had like a pain in my ankle, on my wrist. So I had these random aches, but they would only last for like minutes. But that second day I was scared because my left forearm was hurting. And I was like, oh shit. And that's what happens before people have a heart attack or something. I didn't feel like my heart was racing or anything. I just felt a pain in my arm like all day. That went away. And that's the closest to having a side effect that I've been while I've been taking this. It's now July. So I've taken it over a month. And when we had our check-in, I told the nurse that I wanted to up my dosage, or for us to talk about it, because what happened was, for the first time, maybe forever, my whole life, I take the pill in the morning, and for the first time I would start getting tired at like 4 or 5 o'clock and ready to go to bed. And I did. And so I was rested. And it was just natural. It was just a normal, it wasn't like a crash. It was just like, my body is relaxed now. I guess I'll just follow this and go to sleep. Which was amazing, for several reasons. Because one of the things with ADHD and also depression, I believe, is that, I will say with ADHD, your circadian rhythm is different. So your body's clock is different. And a lot of us are insomniacs. I don't claim to be an insomniac, but I have to take special interest not to stay up all night. I have to make a concerted effort to not aggravate, but ignite my brain at nighttime, because it will come alive and I will get ideas and I'll get creative and I'll get inquisitive and I'll just be up. So that was pleasant. I felt like I was up in the morning and I was down when the rest of the world's down. It was weird and it was welcomed. So we upped the dosage, and now I take one at 7 o'clock. I lay back down because that's what the people in the videos on YouTube have said. Apparently you'll feel weird if you don't or something. So I lay back down, let it kick in, and then I get up. And when I get up, I'm ready to go. I'm not like ready to go, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get out of the bed and into the shower. When before I would just lay there, hit snooze again, feel bad for hitting snooze, feel bad for still being tired, feel bad for getting out of the bed late, feel bad for my day starting late, and just all this fucking feeling bad all the damn time. And now I can just wake up and look forward to my day, because I look forward to not feeling shitty. So today was the first day that I took the 2 pills. I was concerned because I was like, is it going to make me jittery? Is it going to overstimulate me? Is it going to upset my stomach? And what I found was I was dancing. I was dancing to my music that I was listening to while I did my makeup in the bathroom. And it's been a while. It's been years since that was a regular occurrence. I used to dance all the time just for being happy, for being alive, just for being happy, for not knowing what the day might hold. And so it feels good to be back in that space in my body. My mind has to catch up, yeah, because depression comes from when you practice negative thoughts. or I'll say the negative thought pattern is a byproduct of the depression. We'll put it like that. So I still have the tendency to think about and ruminate on and fixate on those things, those thoughts that were plaguing me before and vexing me. But now I feel like I'm not under it, if that makes sense. And it felt like it weighed 1,000,000 pounds. But now I just feel this awareness, like, that I can get from up under it if I want to. I can figure it out. When before I had the diagnosis, before I took seriously the fact that I feel bad all the time and gave it a name like depression, I couldn't, oh shit, y'all. I lost my train of thought. Hold on, let's come back, hold on. I was talking about repeating negative thoughts. So before I didn't have a choice, I think is what I was gonna say. I I messed myself up. I have to end the video here because now I'm gonna spend the rest of this time tripping over my words because my brain is not going to stop trying to figure out what it was I was gonna say. So I'm gonna post this one, and then I have so many more to post because I have so much that I want to talk to people about this. I have so much I want to cover because these two particular topics are really not discussed amongst Black people. And just in general, I find that people are super ignorant about what it really is and what it really looks like. So you'll be hearing more from me.